this gentleman the diet, the recipes, the bulletins, and I sent him a letter in which I wished him continued success in his great work for humanity. Do any of you know the gentleman I'm talking about? Mahatma Gandhi. Yes. I also shared with Mahatma Gandhi recipes for peanut milk and soy milk. I won't tell you which he told me he preferred, but I will tell you it wasn't the peanut milk. It was not the peanut milk.
And so we were wed and lived in that great house together. What a grand time I had with Mr. Smalley. During the 20s, we had a deck on the side of the house and we would have party after party after party. Why, we would bring talented musicians from as far away as Des Moines. They would sit on that deck and they would play and we would dance and sing and make merry weekend after weekend after weekend. My father, of course, had passed away by this time and left me a lot of money to spend. And oh, I spent it on fine clothes and jewelry, musicians, good food, and parties. Mr. Smalley helped me spend that money. He encouraged me to spend that money. Why, we spent so much money that one day we looked in our pocketbooks and found them empty.
Oftentimes when I travel around, I get asked many questions. And one question I often get asked is if I ever got married. And well, I reckon I'm nearly 80 or so at this point, and I haven't got married yet, but we'll see. I think any lady who could have put up with me would have had to have been a saint. You may have heard how I'm always up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going on nature walks. I'm always tracking in dirt and mud. You may have heard how I don't do a very good job of keeping track of my finances. In fact, You may have heard how I've only accepted one raise the entire 47 years that I've been at Tuskegee. Yes. And so I think any lady who could have put up with me would have had to have been the same. But, you want to know something that I'm very proud of? Do you want to know something I'm very proud of? There are little George Carvers running around. Yes. 4 of them. And one on the way. And not nearly 80. I am very proud of that. Wouldn't you be proud of that? I am very proud of that. Yes. Several of my students have seen fit to honor me by naming their children after me. Yes. Now, what were you thinking I was talking about? What were you thinking I was talking about?
You want me to delete some?
Hi, George!
And he watched it grow into a great apple tree. And then the very first year that it bore apples, he reached up and plucked one of those apples. He brought it to his face and he turned it round. "My," he said, "the tree this came from looks different than any of the other apple trees. And so does this apple. Why, it's sort of strawberry shaped, variegated in color. And on the bottom there are little bumps, just as if it was meant to stand on a counter without rolling off." Jesse turned that apple round in his hand and then took a big bite out of it. And as the juice rolled down his chin and he chewed, he smiled and thought to himself, "Ah, this is the most incredible apple I have ever tasted. There is none else like it, and I shall call it the Hawkeye."